because we're so afraid to be uncomfortable. Some of us, we're so afraid to move forward. We're so afraid to be alone. So some of us would rather stay in a situation where we feel alone anyway than actually go down a path where we might be alone for a little bit in a road that might seem as full of loneliness, but eventually the right things will enter our life. Some of us, we've allowed fear to make us ignore that stop sign, right? The fear of being alone, the fear of people talking about you, the fear of conflict that comes with certain things, the fear of who would I be without this, the fear of an identity crisis. So we have chose willingly to ignore the signs. But what a lot of us do, we complain that there aren't no signs. We complain to God. We ask God, God, give me more signs, give me more signs. God's like, child, you got all the signs that you need. It's been multiple stop signs. It's been multiple signs that told you that you deserve more. It's been multiple stop signs that told you this isn't right for your life. It's been multiple stop signs that told you that this is destroying your soul. It's been multiple stop signs that told you that you're selling for less and the things that you're in. And every time you ignore those signs of settling for less, you know what? You start to live less. You start to accept less, and you start to get used to less. And when you get used to less, that is a place not to live life, y'all. I've been there in my life where you get so used to less that less becomes normal to your soul. And you live life like that. So I want to ask you right now, all 3,500 of you that's watching live and all 100,000 of you that's going to watch this later on, I want to ask you right now, what are the signs in your life that you're choosing to ignore? Holistically. Maybe it's signs with your health. Your health is talking to you, right? And your health is saying, you know what? You got to stop eating like this. You got to stop not taking care of your body. You got to stop living a certain type of lifestyle. You got to start getting some sleep. And we ignored those signs. And we think, oh, it's just because I'm getting old. Oh, this is just how it is. I'm busy. And we find all the excuses in the world. And those excuses are probably valid. But we drive ourselves into sickness because we ignored the signs. And what happens is, I'm going to tell you something. And this is very hard for me to say because I understand I'm not trying to be sensitive. I'm trying to be sensitive to everybody on here. And I'm not trying to be insensitive is what I was trying to say is you got to understand something, man. When you live life ignoring signs, you will come to a place in your life where life brings you to a point where you can't ignore the sign. It will bring you to a point where you can't ignore it anymore. It will bring you to a rock bottom where you can't ignore it anymore. It will bring you to a sickness because you're not taking care of your health. You're not getting sleep. You're allowing people to stress you. It gets to the point when you can't ignore it anymore. Maybe it's a place where you're selling for less in a relationship or a friendship or a job. And you get to the point where you have so much anxiety that you can't ignore it anymore. It doesn't have to get to that point, y'all. There's reasons why there's stop signs and different signs that tell you dead end, that tell you turn around, that give you speed limits. There's reasons in the physical world why there's signs there to keep you safe. But why do we give more respect to those physical signs and less respect to the emotional signs that are in place to keep us safe? I want you to think about that tonight. As you lay your head on your pillow, if you're watching this during the daytime, I want you to spend 5 or 10 minutes meditating on that. Because as I'm talking to you right now, there's some things in my life that I've been ignoring. There's some things health-wise that I was ignoring earlier this year that actually I couldn't ignore it no more. So I had to do better things and make better decisions and make better choices. You know, I'm not exempt from this too. I'm talking to you, I'm sharing with you. But I'm in this too. And I just know that the more we become aware and trust the signs that are showing up in our life, the more we're able to protect our soul, the more we're able to protect our life, the more we're able to protect our being, the more we're able to protect our peace, the more we're able to really enjoy life and become the person that we need to become. And the more you can set up signs in your life, the more you'll prevent yourself from going down the wrong paths in life. So if I'm you tonight, I'm getting very clear on certain things in my life that's been showing me certain things. And a lot of us, what we do again, I get it. We're human beings. So we think of all the reasons why we got to stay in something, why we should ignore something, why we shouldn't address something, why we should act like we don't see it when we see it, when it's there, when it's clearly in front of our face over and over and over again. I get it. But you have to ask yourself this question. How is ignoring signs going to serve your future? How is ignoring signs going to help you be the best version of yourself? How is ignoring signs going to heal your life? And I know that's the easy way out. And so I want you to think about that tonight, and I want you to make a decision that you're going to do your best not to ignore signs no more. You're going to do your best to create certain signs. Right? You know what it is. You know, so many of us, we sit and we keep asking questions. Even on this live right now, some of you are asking questions, and I'm not talking to all of you, so don't be insensitive to this. But I got to tell you that I know some of you are asking questions. I see some of you for years. You're asking the same questions when you already got the answer to it. Some of us, we asking questions that we know the answer to. Some of us ask the question that, is this right for us? When we know it ain't right for us. Don't nothing about it say right, spell right, smell like right, look like right. And we know it's not right for us. Some of us are asking the question, man, does this person love me? This person care for me? Is this person really there for me? Are these people really my friends and got my back? And you've been asking that question over and over and over again. I want to tell you right now, there's a reason why you asking the question. Because if it was real, if it was solid, you wouldn't be asking the same questions consistently. Some of us have ignored that sign when we got that answer. You know, some of us on here is, man, how can I do better with my life? And how can I get the most out of my life? And some of you know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly what's not serving you. You know exactly what's robbing your peace instead of giving you peace. You know exactly what's putting more drama into your life, putting more questions in your soul. You know exactly what's making you feel like you're less. You know exactly what's stealing your happiness. And you have every sign that says, I deserve better. For myself and from myself. You have every sign that says, you know what? This is the right thing. Because just as well as there are negative signs, there's positive signs. There's signs that say, you know, when you're driving somewhere to a destination you want to go to. Reminds me of Little Rock, Arkansas, where my grandparents stayed. God bless their soul. But I would get so excited because we would drive and it'd be like 200 miles from Little Rock. Then it'd be like 50 miles from Little Rock. Then it'd be like 1 mile. We had Little Rock. We had Little Rock. We had the destination. That sign was telling me we were going the right direction towards the destination. And there's signs in your life that are positive. That's telling you that this is right. And maybe it's that person in your life that the sign is saying this is right. But you're so scarred from your past that you're trying to find every reason to mess it up. You're trying to question things that you don't need to question when they ain't gave you no reason to question it. Because you haven't took time to heal from your previous relationship. So now it's causing suffering in your present relationship that's actually for you. Some of us have all these positive signs that saying we're doing the right thing. This is the right thing. We're going the right way. But some of us, it's crazy. We will ignore. Actually, we will ignore the positive signs as well as the negative signs in our life. And some of us, we'll see those negative signs. We'll see those negative signs. And we'll keep going, even though we know it's in the wrong direction. Even though we know it's going to lead us to a destination where our soul is going to suffer. Just like in life, if somebody gave you directions on the GPS, on Siri, on your maps, and Siri is telling you that this is the wrong way, you're going to listen to Siri. You'll be like, this ain't the right way. Especially if you've been there before. You're going to trust what Siri is telling you to tell you, turn around in 500 feet. Turn around, turn around. You're going to turn around because if you don't turn around, it's going to, man, this is a message right here. It's going to put you in a place, in a destination that you're not supposed to be at. And you're going to feel like you wasted time, wasted a little bit of your life. Can we not give that same intelligence that you have because you're really smart to your emotions? That's telling you that this is the wrong way. This ain't right. This isn't where I want to be. I say I want to go to the, oh man, something about being out here, man, that's energizing me tonight. If you feel this, say amen. I don't know what this is for, man. I'm just getting excited, with myself. I don't know who this is talking to, man, but I have these moments where I get excited. Let me get back to it, man. Some of us, we want that destination of peace. We want that destination of peace in our life. That's what we want. But yet, we ignoring the signs that's telling us wrong way, and we headed to that destination of pain. And just like you waste time going the wrong way from wrong directions, you're doing the same thing in your emotional life. When you're going the wrong way, you are wasting your life because you are wasting your time. Some of us, we have a destination of healing. That's where we want to go. But everything we stay in and we're involved in doesn't lead us there. It leads us back to the pain that we're trying to heal from. And those signs are telling us, those directions are telling us this is the wrong way that you're going with your life. This is the wrong way. This way is not where you want to go. There's sign after sign after sign after sign after sign after sign after sign. But you keep going that way, hoping that it will lead you to where you truly want to go. But all it's doing when we ignore the signs, it's moving us further from our transformation and moving us closer to our devastation. When we ignore the signs in our life, it's moving us further away from the greatest version of ourselves. And it's moving us closer to the settled version of ourselves. So as you go to sleep tonight and you lay your head on the pillow tonight, I want you to meditate on this message. I want you to take some time and really think about this message and think about your life and ask yourself, maybe you start there, like, where do you want to go? Like, what do you want for your life? Some of us don't know because we've just accepted life, what people have put on us, what people told us that we got to be, what our parents maybe convinced us that we were. Maybe people around us told us that we ain't nothing. We live in life like that. So the first thing I want you to understand tonight is ask yourself, where do you want to go? What is the destination in your life that you need in your emotional life right now?